Hello everyone, welcome again in your science class. So as we all know that in our previous class we had already talked about the contact forces. So today we are going to start with our next topic, that is friction. What is friction? Friction is just a force that is responsible for changing the state of motion of an object. For example, as you all know that when we roll a ball, right? If we roll a ball on a ground, then after few seconds its speed slow down and finally it comes to rest, right? So this is because of the friction. Similarly, when you run your bicycle and if you stop paddling a bicycle, it gradually slows down and it finally comes to rest. This is again because of friction, right? As in all of these examples, no force appears to be acting on object, right? If we want to stop a bicycle, right, so we have to stop paddling, right? After few minutes our bicycle is automatically slows down. Similarly, when we roll a ball, that roll will automatically slows down or comes to rest after few minutes, right? But in both of these cases we are not applying forces to stop them, right? But their speed decreases and they come to rest automatically after some time. So it is the force of friction that stops a ball, a bicycle or a scooter, etc. like this, right? Now our next topic is non-contact forces or magnetic forces. As the name indicates that non-contact forces means those forces for which we do not need a contact with an object, right? Without any contact a force is applying here, and these forces are also known as magnetic forces. Now let's understand these forces in detail. Let's do an activity for that. To understand about the non-contact forces and magnetic forces, we are doing this activity, right? So here I have two pieces of magnets, right? I am placing one piece of a magnet on two pencils, right? So you know that magnet has two poles. If we bring two magnets near to each other, then you know that opposite poles attract each other and same poles repel each other, right? So here I am not applying any force on this magnet. I just simply bring the other magnet, one end of the other magnet near to this magnet like this, right? You will observe that this magnet will automatically move, right, like this. Now if I am bringing the other end of the magnet near to this magnet, then you will observe that it will move again like this, right? Here I am not touching this magnet to give a movement, right? I am just simply bring another magnet near to this magnet and this magnet will automatically. In this activity, a magnet exerts a force on another magnet without being in contact with it. So these type of forces are known as magnetic forces and also non-contact forces, right? Our next topic is electrostatic forces. So these forces are come into play even when the bodies are not in contact. That is, it is also the example of non-contact forces. So electrostatic forces are the forces that exerted by charged body on another charged or uncharged body, right? So these forces are known as electrostatic forces, right? Suppose you have two straws. Suppose these are two straws. If I am rubbing this straw with a piece of a paper, then you will observe that if I am bringing this straw near this straw, right, then this straw will attract this straw, right? But if I am rubbing both of these straws with a piece of paper, then these straws repel each other, right, like a magnet. Clear? So these forces that are exerted by charged body, which is charged body, I am charged this straw with a piece of paper by rubbing a piece of paper on this straw, right? So force exerted by charged body on another charged or uncharged body, whether it is a charged or uncharged body, that force is known as electrostatic forces. Now our next topic is gravitational forces. Let us understand what are your gravitational forces. You know that if anything slips from your hand, then it falls on the ground, right? Suppose I have a marker, right, and if it slips from my hand, then it will automatically falls down, right, like this. So any object or thing that falls towards the earth is because of earth pulls, right, and this is called as force of gravity or simply gravity, and it is an attractive force because earth attracts everything towards it, right. So this force acts on all the objects, right. So every object in the universe, whether a small object or a large object, exerts a force on every other object. This force is known as gravitational force, right. So this is done with your today's class, and next we will do in our next class. Thanks, have a great day.